Welcome to the forklift training video with Diversified Metal Fabrication. Before we go over the operation portion of the forklift training video, the safety supervisor will review important safety information that is critical for the safe operation of this equipment.
General forklift use, daily inspection. Make sure you have a daily inspection on each piece of equipment, noting if there's any defects. If there's any defects, just stop, take that to your supervision and get the repairs made if necessary. Make sure they don't change any of the function of the equipment. Okay. Seat belts on a forklift, not optional, must be worn at all times. Inspection, daily inspection of the equipment, checking the oils, checking the labels. You're ensuring your wheels are good and not cut up. You're checking the hydraulic system. You're checking for leaks on your tanks. So let's do a quick walk around. Tires aren't chunked. Supposed to check bolts, make sure wheels are tight. Check your seat belt, make sure your seat belts are locking. You're coming around, when you look at the equipment, you have warning labels. They're strategically placed on the forklift to remind you every single time when you get in a piece of equipment what you can and cannot do. Cannot be covered, cannot be taped over, and it must be legible at all times. You're coming around, you're looking at the piece of equipment itself, the mast. You're looking for obvious oil leaks, hydraulic leaks in your lines, and making sure nothing's frayed. As you come to the front, your backrest, you want to make sure your backrest is not damaged, it's in place, and it's not loose. The forks, make sure your forks aren't bent. You should never drill holes, cut into your forks and weaken the structure. So part of your inspection is to ensure that you got no damage to any of your forks. Also on the front, you're looking at your hydraulic hoses to make sure you have no leaks. Make sure no damages, make sure nothing big damage. And on your mast, you want to make sure that that is getting maintained and getting lubed on a regular basis. You come around, you're still looking at the warning labels, making sure the warning labels are in place. And once again, that's to remind you of what you can and cannot do and where your hands should go. As you come around to the back, mirrors are in place. Make sure mirrors are there. You're coming to the rear, make sure your tanks are not leaking. You should be able to smile, and at the end of the day, when you're done operating this forklift, tanks should be shut off, motor should shut off at the same time. Always make sure this is off before you park it, before you leave it for the night or for the day. Coming to the back, checking your counterweight. Make sure your counterweight's still in place and nothing damaged. Rear lights are in place, strobe lights in place. And then once you get in this, once you've done your visual inspection, you're gonna get in the forklift, you're gonna turn it on, and you're gonna go through all the systems. You're gonna lift them up, you're gonna listen for hearing or rubbing on your mast. You're gonna ensure your backup alarm is working. You're gonna ensure your lights and your strobe lights are going on and working. And you want to ensure that all your functions in your controls are nice and smooth. Any delays or any hesitations, it should be stopped and the equipment should be looked at to make sure it's being serviced and maintained properly.
This is the emergency brake. To release, pull back slightly on the handle, press the button, and push forward. There will be a loud beeping sound that indicates the brake is not engaged. To engage, pull the lever back. The switch to the left of the steering wheel shown here is the forward and reverse selector. Push forward to move forward, neutral is in the middle, and back is reverse. This is the steering wheel and horn. When entering doorways or blind corners, honk the horn to alert those nearby you will be entering. Seat adjustments are here to move the seat forward and back depending on the height of the operator. The levers to the right of the steering wheel work as follows. The far left is to control the forks up and down. Pushing the lever forward brings the forks down. Pushing back brings the forks up. The second lever controls the fork tilt. Pushing it forward tilts the forks down. Pushing back tilts the forks up. The third lever is for side shifts. Pushing up will bring the forks to the left. Pushing down will bring them to the right. The final lever is to open and close the forks. This particular machine does not have this option, but on other forklifts, that would be its use. Once seated in the forklift, put the seatbelt on. Some forklifts won't turn on unless the seatbelt is secure. The key turns on just like a car. The accessories are the first click, switch and hold to start the ignition. On the dash shown here are the forward and reverse lights. The arrows are not used as this forklift has a selector on the other side. For the pedals, left is the brake and right is the gas. Unlike a car where one foot is typically used, both feet are used. While using the accessories, one foot will stay on the brake as the other can increase the RPMs with the gas pedal to increase power and speed of all mechanics. With one foot on the brake, pull and release the e-brake. Forks should always be on the ground when not in use. When going to move the forklift, be sure to lift and tilt the forks up before moving. When going forward, switch the left control to forward and check your surroundings, including looking over your shoulder before proceeding forward. The same applies for reverse. When reversing, one hand will be on the steering and the other can be on this handle. The red button is a horn, again, is used to alert others around you. Forklift is rear steering and operates slightly different than a car. When done, put the control into neutral. Move the forks down so the tips of the forks are touching the ground and have the tilt all the way forward. Next, engage the e-brake, turn the power off, unbuckle the seatbelt, and safely exit. For any questions or concerns about or while using the forklift, please contact your supervisor.